Hi Internet, it's me Udoka and I'm in my yoga studio here in Plano. It's the Aerial Yoga Studio, so check out, those are our aerial silks hanging from the ceilings. If you are in Plano, Texas, I highly recommend it. And this is just my update for Vida, vlogging every day in April. What? So check it out, I have different hair. I really wanted that shaved side of my head look, so that's what I was going for. My edges are very sensitive, so we cornrow the sides with no hair extensions because I'm very sensitive, and if you are sensitive too, you need to stop putting hair extensions in your hair. If you have a sensitive scalp, stop. You're making it worse. There's something about having the extensions that just not gonna work. And then we crocheted the middle of the hair because the middle. I mean, mostly so I didn't have to deal with my edges being pulled. And this is Marley hair. The curl does not stay. So if you are also trying to do something with Marley hair, my curl lasted 5 minutes, a good 5. Like my curl lasted long enough for me to take an Instagram selfie, and that was it. It was done. And now I'm doing this, bun thing. I wanted to do all kinds of like side curl thing, and I can't do that now because Marley hair doesn't stay. Sucks. But I do like the style. I was really wondering if crochet braids would be a less painful way to get a hair look. You can also have pre-braided hair, and I was wondering if maybe crochet braids instead of actual individual braids, which really irritate my scalp and really pull on my hair and break my hair. And I think crochet braids are great. There was no pain unless she pulled it too hard. I didn't do it myself, y'all. I am not the DIY hair kind of girl unless it's like an emergency. Like in my last video, it was an emergency. I was really tired of wearing wigs and like having to detangle my hair and stuff. So, yeah. So that's the hair update. I'm gonna probably continue doing the style. I'll use different hair. I'm just so disappointed that the curl didn't stay, and now I'm looking like a boy with a bun. I got a mun. Anyway, life update. Being in your 20s sucks. This is what I've been told. I was told that it's supposed to suck. Okay, so, when I was a teenager, I would read magazines, and the celebrities would be like, yeah, your 30s are the best years, your 30s. So ever since I was a teenager, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be 30 and sexy and beautiful and womanly. Oh, and, I'm getting there, but I still got to get through the 20s, and it kind of sucks for multiple reasons. Just trying to figure out who you are. You're still trying to figure out. Let me not impose myself on you. I am still trying to figure out who I am in the world and how I want to express myself. And it's even more dire than when you are a teenager. Because when you're a teenager, you're just trying to get through high school and then go to college where you can continue experimenting. But now, when you're getting to your mid-20s and, you're starting to approach 30, it's like for real. It's like, okay, now for real. What you gonna do with your life, though? Like, on the real, girl? Because, when you're a teenager in early 20s, it's like, what are you gonna do with your life? What are you gonna do? You can do anything. And you kind of have that room to figure it out because you're a student, but now it's like, okay, now for real. I mean, you got dreams and all that. That's cute. That was real cute a couple of years ago. But for real, girl, you got some bills to pay. Okay, and the rent due. So what you gonna do with your life? Like now, it's more urgent, and that sucks. I mean, it doesn't not necessarily suck. It's just that I am overwhelmed because because in addition to that, I am Nigerian. So I have to deal with Nigerian stuff. And you know what? There's this new sitcom called First Gen. It's like gonna be the first Nigerian American sitcom, and it's so funny. Just put the search for it in YouTube. Watch it. That's my life. That is my life, and it's so cool to see something like that. And Chimanda Ngozi Adichie, like to see Nigerian women come out and speak about our experience. And it's just like, wow, like when you watch your experience on television or, even just on the internet, it just makes you feel like, wow, it just really validates you. And now I'm just like, is this what white people in America feel like? Like, I feel like it gives me permission to be more myself and to figure myself out. Yeah, I'm like, is this what white people feel like? Because, every sitcom features a white person, or even black people. There are sitcoms that feature American blacks in their culture. And, I don't identify as an American black person because I have all this Nigerian culture. So it's just so cool. It's just so cool to see my experience from somebody else's eyes. It gives me permission to continue figuring out who I am despite the awkwardness that it creates. Because a sitcom is just a lighthearted version of what actually happens. It's like a haha, we can laugh at it now kind of thing. But currently I cannot laugh. It's not funny right now. But I laugh anyway. So that, relationships and money and school. Okay, and I just kind of feel like this would all be so much easier to deal with if I wasn't in school. I'm just so ready to graduate. I am so ready to graduate. And I will graduate in August. And that is still a few more months. Ugh! And so in order to help myself get through it, I'm taking my ADD medication. Yeah, I have ADD. The funny thing about being a woman with ADD is that nobody believes you. Right? Like, people think you're just flippantly being like, I totally have ADD. Or if you speak with a man who has ADD, he doesn't believe you because the way women behave when they have ADD is different than the way men behave. Like, men, when they have ADD, they behave like children. They have the same symptoms a little boy with ADD will have. Okay? They will interrupt you when you're speaking. They will talk a lot. And not noticing that nobody knows what they're talking about. They will just be all over the place. They just act, the whole boys will be boys kind of thing. And the girls don't do that. Why? Because, I don't know, we have to learn how to cope with things differently than men because of society and crap, whatever, feminism, hashtag. But yes, I do have ADD, and I just need some help. And I wrote, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my picture where I wrote ease on the palms of my hand, because I am just trying to let go of overwhelm and take in ease. And I did a podcast about this. It's very short. I'm doing these 10-minute podcasts, and you can get them only if you subscribe to my email list on girlaftercollege.net. If you subscribe, that's how you get them. I'm not posting them anywhere else, but for my email subscribers only. Why? Because it's kind of intimate. I mean, this is intimate, but I don't know. The podcast is even more intimate. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can watch this. This is YouTube. But I'm just tired of feeling overwhelmed. I'm tired. And the ADD kind of doesn't help, right? It probably is making it worse. So I decided to take my medication, and I always feel kind of defeated when I'm like, I'm going to take my meds. I always feel defeated because I want to, nobody wants to feel like they have a problem that needs medication. Um, and, I kind of don't believe that ADD is a serious problem. I don't think it's a serious problem. I do believe you have to kind of adjust your lifestyle to fit it, but when you're in the proper environment, having ADD is actually a gift. It is an amazing gift. It makes you incredibly creative. Some of the smartest, brightest gifts of human beings on the planet have ADD. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I think Albert Einstein had ADD. I can't remember. I mean, if you like watch his biography, he totally acts like somebody who has ADD, like 100%. But anyway, having ADD is a gift, and that's the way I see it. And then when I have to take medication, it just makes me feel like I'm not good enough. It makes me feel like if only I worked harder. And I used to, I still do, tell myself, well, I just need to work harder. But that never works. I've been alive for 20 something years, and I've been telling myself for 20 something years, I just need to work harder. And for 20 something years, that has not worked. And so I am doing the ease. I'm going with the ease. What will make my life easier? Maybe taking medication until I graduate so I can just be able to not stress out and just do my freaking homework and set up my bank accounts and, do the things that I need to do while I finish school, and then I can be free. I don't have to take the medication anymore because I will graduate because I did my stuff without freaking out. Like, I don't want to kill myself. I'm tired of feeling overwhelmed. I will graduate, and I will be able to work with eating disorders or substance abuse or with functional medicine or a naturopath. And I will start my telehealth business. And I will just live life the way I want to. And that's kind of, part of what makes being 20 something stressful. Because now it's time to choose, how do you want to live your life? Because I really think that how you begin now will set you up for what you're complacent with for the rest of your life. And, when I graduated from undergrad, I would hang out with these guys, SMU kind of guys, and they're working for Goldman Sachs. I don't know if I said that correctly. And HR Block and stuff. And it's not HR Block. It's like some big Deloitte. They're working for Deloitte and stuff like that. And they'll be like, man, I freaking hate my job, man. Like, man, you're going after your passions, girl. Like, you got this. And everyone's like, you got this, you got this. And I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure that I set myself up to live the life that I want to live. Because I don't want to start doing work that I don't like. And, it might just be the ADD talking, but I literally go crazy when I'm not doing what I feel like I'm meant to do. And I don't ever want to be complacent with that feeling. I don't ever want to feel like this is just the way my life has to be. Because when you set yourself up like that, you get complacent, and the human psyche doesn't like change. Even if you freaking hate your situation, you would rather stay in that crappy situation than change until you lose your mind and you decide it's time to not lose your mind. Yeah. So deciding who I want to be in this world. And it's really cool because lately, like with that first gen trailer that I mentioned and other people I'm meeting. I joined the hashtag Boss Babe website, and I'm meeting some really cool people there. And I joined byregina.com's little thing. Um, it's hard to tell you what it is. Like, I just joined. I got one for ebooks, and it allowed me to join this community, and I'm meeting some cool people. I'm just meeting a lot of cool people, and then the B School people, and like all these cool people online. And then one of my good friends started reaching out to me again, and we're totally vibing on the same page. And I'm like, I'm getting all these vibes. Like, I'm totally getting the vibe that, like, we're gonna do this, girl. I'm just getting all these vibes. Um, Making a lot of confrontations, a lot of awkward moments, like I mentioned, but deciding that it's time to stand up for myself. And I don't know if I'm 100% right, but I just want to be 100% myself. Peace out.